Hello and welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping or wholesaling houses in New York, or if you're already doing how to grow your business. So today I'm going to talk about something. I'm training a new cold caller, and something came up. So most of my cold callers are in the Philippines. There's like a cultural thing in the Philippines where they really do not confront and never push back, right? Most of them are trained to be in customer service, and it's always like whatever customer's always right kind of thing. But what people don't tell you, so I'm talking about the three most beautiful sentences that you can say to a prospect. Now, you would think I would say that's, when do we sign and how quickly can we close, that kind of thing. But the truth is, what people don't tell you is that most prospects are not are not going to be good leads. Are not going to be people who sell you their house. Most prospects are not. And a lot of prospects, especially in New York, are going to be assholes, and they're going to not be nice, and they're not going to give up information. So what these three amazing, beautiful sentences is what you say when somebody is not answering a question or is giving you any kind of indication that they're not a good lead, right? So you're going to get people who call and go, what's your offer? What's your offer? Well, just tell me your offer. Just tell me. That kind of thing. Or somebody's going to not answer a question. The three sentences to say, and really, I say we, but you could say I. The first sentence is, I'm an investor. That's one. Two is, I got to buy the property at a discount to make money. And three is, we're probably not a good fit. When you say that to a prospect, a few things happen. First of all, most of them are startled, right? They're shocked. They're used to being sold, and someone's telling them it's not good. The second thing, and the most important thing, is the result is only two things can happen. One is they can say, you're right, and you end the call. And that's amazing because you didn't waste time on somebody who was never going to buy a property from you. Or the other thing is, then the truth comes out. So I've said that to people, and then I hear something like, I really need to talk to you anyway, or I have a problem that you can solve. Maybe they don't say it that way, but they say, well, I have a tenant that is not paying rent. So I talked about the story happened recently. I bought a property. It was listed for sale for like $700,000. And I looked at it, and I told, whenever somebody tells me that the property's listed, I say to them, if it's listed, it's probably not going to work out. I look at it, I see it's listed for 7. I go, you don't have to sell it to an investor. I go, just list it for 6 and you'll sell it. It's worth close to 6. And she said, no. She goes, I want you to come by. So that's always a good thing, right? I ended up buying the property for $450, selling it for $575 2 days later. So that's a great deal. But it happened because I pushed back. And maybe in that case, she would have pushed no matter what. But for most people, you want to get off the phone with somebody who's not going to sell you a house. Right? I'm taking the whole listing concept out of this conversation for a second. And you want to get to the truth for somebody who is going to list their house to find out if they really have a problem you can solve. Right? Because sometimes they have a problem you can't solve. Sometimes they owe $800,000. The property's worth $800,000. You can't buy it for $800,000. It's not going to work. But sometimes they have a problem you can solve. And in order to get to that, dig to that point, those three sentences are amazing. Now, I wouldn't say them if the prospect already told you that they need to sell really, really quickly. That's some kind of issue. But very often, prospect is not going to give up information or is going to be belligerent and confrontational. I don't know. You called me, that kind of stuff. So then it's simple. I teach my cold callers, my lead managers. We all say it. Listen, we're investors. We have to buy properties at a discount to make money. People understand that. People are so afraid to say that. They think we're going to pay top dollar. They know, when prospects and leads know that when an investor buys the property from them, we're not giving them as much money as they could, right? They are giving up money for the certainty and convenience that we provide. So there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I got to buy a property at a discount to make money. That's the truth. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't say the truth. And then we're probably not a good fit. When you say those three sentences, I got to tell you, the power is amazing. It either gets rid of the junk or gets the cream of the crop to rise. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing sequence of events. If you don't use it, you should practice it. I promise you, if you're cold calling, texting, whatever you're doing for prospecting, you're going to speak to people who are not going to be right for you or people that are not going to tell you the truth. Use those three sentences and you will absolutely get the truth out of people who weren't giving it to you before and get rid of the people who are you wasting your time with. I hope this was helpful. Actually, I know this was helpful. Sometimes I don't know. This one I know is helpful because people aren't teaching this. So number one, if you want to find out how I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you want information on coaching, go to coaching.howtoflipnewyork.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you can like these videos, I really would appreciate the likes. They help out a lot. And keep the comments coming. I have a bunch of comments to get to, but any comment, there's no bad comment. So any question you ask, if it's a simple question, I'll just reply with an answer. If it's a topic that I've covered on videos, one or several videos, I'll just send you links to the videos. And I may do a video like this if it's a question that I think people want to hear the answer to. So thank you very, 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 very much for watching. I really appreciate it.